Hey ladies, so today I decided to play with a little bit of color and I created this semi-smoky double wing eye look, and as you can see it reminds me of cotton candy or bubble gum, so that's why I decided to name it that. And of course I used a lot of glow in my usual places, down the bridge of my nose, my cheekbones and whatnot. And for the eyes, I definitely decided to do something a little bit more dramatic, but not too much. Very simple. I just smoked out my bottom lash line into a wing, and I applied my normal wing on my top lash line. Very simple. I'll show you how I got it. I definitely had fun doing this look, and I hope you guys enjoy, so stay tuned. Starting with the face, you want to of course have a bare face, no makeup. And I am going in with my 10 color camouflage palette from BH Cosmetics, and I'm using this brick orange red shade to color correct any dark areas on my face. So this part is definitely optional, you don't have to do it. I don't always do it, but sometimes when I want that extra coverage, I just apply this before I apply my foundation, and I'm just using it to cover up any dark areas from pimples, dark circles under your eyes, and I'm just going to use my finger to blend that all in. Once it's all blended out, it should look like this, all color corrected. Next, I'm going in with my Infallible Pro Glow Foundation, and of course I'm going to shake this all up because sometimes I forget. And I'm just going to apply it in dots all over my face. Sometimes I apply it straight from the tube. You can apply it any way that you apply your foundation. And I'm going to use a damp, clean beauty sponge to blend that all out. I'm using pattern motions today. I just like the coverage that I get when I pat it into my skin, but you can apply it any way that you apply your foundation. And as long as it looks blended, you want to make sure everything is all blended in because it needs to look as natural as possible. And I like to apply my foundation on my lips sometimes as a base for my lipstick. And as you can see here, I am focusing on the edges of my face to make sure that you cannot see where my foundation starts and finish. Everything should be blended to perfection. You want to get all those crevices. You want to make sure that it's very natural. As you can see, if I wanted to, I could have left the house just like this, but of course I'm not. So I am going to go in with my concealer to highlight my face. And I'm using my Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn. This has yellow undertones to it, but because I have some red undertones, I'm going to mix it in with this Revlon Color Stay Concealer. I don't remember the shade that it is, but I will leave it down below. And I'm just mixing those two shades together to highlight my face. I'm just highlighting the high points of my face, the areas that I want to keep bright. And I just love how these two shades look as a highlight for my skin tone. Don't be afraid to mix and match, ladies. Next, you want to use a clean, damp beauty sponge to blend that in. You want to make sure everything is all blended out. You shouldn't see where anything starts or finishes. Everything should look like it's all into one. And now I'm going back in with this Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn and another Pro Concealer, and this one is in the shade Dark Cocoa, and I'm using these two to contour my cheeks. I like to mix both of them because it gives me a natural contour. And And it doesn't have to be perfect because it's going to be blended all in. And as you can see, it just gives me a natural contour from my cheekbones. You just want to make sure everything is all blended in. Blend, blend, blend. Very important. And I'm just using a little bit of that dark cocoa around my forehead, my temples, and the bridge of my nose to contour and define those areas. And just add some color to my face. Of course, if you add a little bit too much color, like in this case, you can always go back in with your concealer to kind of brighten those areas back up. And I'm also going to apply my concealer underneath the areas that I contoured on my cheeks to define my cheekbones even more. Once you do this, it just lets the contour on your cheeks pop a little bit more. So I'm just going to apply that there and blend that out. Now I'm going to go in with my translucent rice powder by Palladio, and you can use any setting powder that you like to use. And I'm just going to set all the areas that I highlighted on my face. At first I was going to bake, but then I was like, nah, so then I just decided to set those areas regularly. You can also go in with a face powder to set the rest of your face, but I'm just going to stop here because I have dry skin, so I don't need too much powder on my face. And I am going to set underneath the areas that I highlighted underneath my cheekbones, and as you can see, it just makes my cheekbones look very chiseled. And I'm going in with one of my favorite contour powders, and as you can see, I use this one down to the pan. It's all faded out. I have like so many of them. It's like my holy grail. I'm in love with this as my contour powder, and it is the Black Radiance pressed powder in the shade Rich Mahogany. I love this. I use this with or without cream contour, so get it, ladies. And I'm just going to apply this lightly across the hollows of my cheek to define my contour and to set it. And I'm very light with this because it is pigmented. Very affordable. You can get it at Walmart, any drugstore. And I'm just going to apply that to my temples and around my forehead, anywhere that I pretty much contoured. And underneath my jawline to just add some color and definition. You want to make sure it's all blended in, just like everything else. And I'm going to use that same powder to contour my nose. I like to go in with my beauty sponge to set everything, well, kind of blend everything all in together. Finally, onto these brows, honey. Oh my god, they need help. As you can see, my brows are crazy as hell. I'm going to go into my e.l.f. Duo Brow Kit and fix that. I'm using the dark shade. It's like a dark brown, and I am going to shape my eyebrows and fill in any spots. As you can see, my brows are naturally thick, but they're messy as hell, and the Chinese lady messed my shits up, so I'm kind of letting them grow out. So they're looking crazy right now, so this definitely helps. And I'm just going to add some shape to them and just fill in any sparse areas. You want to brush that all in, and of course you're going to go in with your concealer to clean up around your brows. I like to use the Fawn shade from my Pro Concealer because I feel like it's like one shade lighter, if not my complexion, so it looks very natural. Once I blend it all in, it just gives me that natural, freshly got your brows done look. You don't want to use something too light and make yourself look crazy. And you just want to blend that in. And now I'm going to go in and set my brows with my Brows Now by Hard Candy. It's a duo stick. One side's a brow highlighter, and this side that I'm using is the brow fiber gel. And it is tinted, of course, so you don't even have to do your brows. You can just kind of brush your brows on if you want to, if you're in a rush. But today I'm going to use this to set my brows and just kind of add more color to any areas I may have missed. Finally, onto the eyes. I'm going in with my Milani bronzer. And I'm using the bronzer shade, not the highlighter shade. And I'm using that as my transitioning color for my eyes. And yes, I said it is a bronzer. There are no rules to makeup, ladies, as long as it looks good in the end. Now I'm going to go in with my BH Cosmetics Smoky Eye Palette. And I'm going in with this Barbie Pink color. It's a matte eyeshadow. And I'm just going to use this and blend that into my outer crease and my outer eyelid, the outer half of my eyelid. And then I'm going in with this brighter baby pink color, and it has a lot of shimmers in it. And I'm just going to apply that to my inner half of my lid. And I'm just going to blend those two colors together in the center. Now I'm going in with this beige light peach shimmery color, and I'm just going to apply that to the center of both of those colors to kind of give it a little highlight effect. And I'm going to go in with this smoky tail blue color to add a cloudy, little semi-smoky look to those colors. And I'm just going to repeat the same thing on the other side. I didn't want to do too much on the eyes because I know that my lip is going to be very loud. Now I'm going to go back in with that smoky tail blue color, and I'm just going to line my lower lash line, and I'm going to smoke it out and wing it out at the end. So I'm just going to carry out the edge of that into a wing. You can use a pencil liner to shape it if you don't want to go straight in with eyeliner. And it's very simple. As you can see, this is how it should look. And now I'm just going to go in with my regular black eyeliner. It's a gel liner from e.l.f. And I'm just going to wing my top lash line and meet it with the bottom lash line wing. I'm just lining my top lash line like I normally would if I was doing a dramatic wing. And that's pretty much it for the double wing. Very simple, very easy. Now I'm going to go in with these natural lashes by Kiss. I don't remember the number, but you can use any lashes that you want. And I'm just going to pop those babies on. And then I'm just going to coat my top and bottom lashes with my e.l.f. mascara. Love this mascara, only $4. And that's pretty much the eye look. Very simple, very cute, very easy to do. A little on the dramatic side. Now I'm going to go back in with that bronzer and highlight, and I'm using the bronzer side again, the darker side, to add some blush to my cheeks. And then I'm going in with this Milani Baked Bronzer and Glow. Shout out to Milani. Very good drugstore brand. And I'm just applying that to my brow bones as a highlight, to my tear ducts to kind of make my eyes pop a little bit more. and to my usual places on the bridge of my nose, the tip of my nose, to add that glow. I also like to apply some to my Cupid's bow. And I'm going to go in with my small fan brush to apply some of that to my cheekbones. Finally, I'm going to go in with this lipstick by Gerard Cosmetics. It's the Hydra Matte lipstick, and this one is in the shade West Coast. This was given to me by a fellow makeup friend. Hey, Vanessa. And I'm just going to apply this to my lips. It is a matte finish, so I'm just going to wait for it to dry a little bit, but that's pretty much the finished look. Now that it is dry, you can see how it looks, and I am in love with this color. It's definitely bright. I would not wear it on like a normal basis, but I actually like how it looks on me. I'm very surprised. If I'm going out somewhere, I would definitely throw it on. And don't forget to set your face with your favorite finishing spray. I'm using one by ELF, and this just helps your makeup just melt into your skin and just look very natural. And this is pretty much the finished look, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. I also decided to add this clip in of a more toned down lip if you like the look but you thought the lip was a little bit too bright for you. I'm using this NYX lip matte cream. It's in the shade Prague, and I definitely love the way how the look looks with this toned down lip as well, so you can try it both ways. Very nice. I do definitely like it with this lip. I like it with both lips, honestly, for different occasions, of course. But this is pretty much the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had so much fun doing it. And if you liked this video, don't forget to thumbs up. If you want to see more from me, don't forget to subscribe. And if you have any questions or any products that I use, or any specific questions, or you have a recommendation of a video you want to watch, just comment down below. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.